Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Lucier here for our weekly Tongren session. For those of you that are new, this is actually a distance healing technique used all over the world, where from here, I can actually get people's requests and give them a mini session. And this is distance healing technique. If you're familiar with Reiki, it's similar to distance Reiki, but I work in probably 10, 20, 30, 40 different countries so far. But the goal is that all of you would be able to get your own requests. And we know from our experience that even a mini session, but with higher frequency, like more times a week, is better than one big, like full hour session, like I do in my own practice for people, once or twice a month. So this is a good way just to continue that boost, because the body responds to slow but constant energetic boosting. Very similar to herbal medicine, which is, I'm also an herbalist, and we do, we pump the remedy to build momentum and traction. So let's begin right away. We look forward to seeing everyone. And I'm going to say hello to everyone. And there we go. So I'm going to go to my page, anusawellness.com/weekly, or you can go to where it says special events and weekly Tongren, and put in your request. There's a chat. If you scroll down, there's a chat. And let's begin right away. How are you doing? Please give information. Oh, that's from me. Let us know if you're doing better, worse, or the same. And now we have also Chris. Endometrial, peritoneal, liver, and lung cancer. I highly recommend you speak with someone about, in addition to Tongren or Tui Na, and I can send you the information for ivermectin and fenbendazole. There's an expert that I work with. Blood flow to the brain for Chris. And for the people, again, that are new, the doll and the hammer are tools, not the method. And they help us focus our intention, since the method is the way we do things with our intention, our mind, in many ways transmitting biophotons. So endometrial, peritoneal, liver, and lung cancer. Let's work on all of those for you. So that is a systemic situation where you would want to use something like pH Adjust, or even methylene blue, or megahydrate. Those things work systemically to reduce acidity, and increase oxygen. So we work in a 3-part process. We do have the Masterclass coming up on the 21st. So if anybody has any experience with Tongren already, they can jump into the Masterclass. That's not a problem. So that is about training and practice. Blood flow to the brain command points, because we initialize all the gut brain and then the gut brain axes. So for example, there is a gut prostate axis, a gut ovary axis, lungs, heart. There is an axis there is a communication network from the gut to different areas. And those target areas, have their own microbiome. It's microbiome to microbiome communication. And how does Tongren work? Because a lot of times there is a blockage interfering with the target or the source. So we want to open a blockage. So for this, endometrial, peritoneal, liver, and lungs. So lungs. So part 2, 3, T3 for the lungs, and really focus and help you to get better. Endometrial, peritoneal. So let's go next to the liver, T9, which is for the stomach and liver as well. Lumbar 1 to 5, endometrial, peritoneal. For ascites, definitely castor oil packs to move that stuff out. With the castor oil that I find is my favorite, poke and castor oil. Low red blood count, fatigue. Work on your iron and copper, vitamin D. Those three are cofactors for energy production, along with something else called ceruloplasmin. But it's one thing to have a lot of iron, but if you can't use it, then you need the cofactors like copper, vitamin D to utilize it. Pain under right breast, T4. So definitely right breast castor oil. Let me just read what this castor oil says. It says historically used for cysts, tumors, swollen lymph, cystic acne. So that's what this is about. Small airway disease. Let's look at bronchial areas, lung areas. Lung 1, lung 2, Chinese medicine points. So if people are interested in joining the masterclass from here, let me know and we can send you a discount coupon. And right now, oh, by the way, we have free open house, free trial for the online community. And the online community has a library of training, library of the products that you hear about, what I talk about, a live Q&A with myself, and a live training on a regular basis for advanced topics. So we have our international global community. Fatigue, definitely iron, more hydration with a little dash of electrolytes, and dry eye, so C3, C4 in the ouch point for the lacrimal glands. The ouch point for the right breast area, the mammary arteries, right around lung 1, lung 2 as well. So we want to get all the details for you. And then grounding, well, let's look on charge the battery for fatigue. CV4, if you have a laser, put it on CV4 as well. Charge the battery. Okay. Tracy, then Edna. Hello, Edna. How are you doing? Better, worse, or the same? I hope you're doing better. Definitely for the soft palate, muscle strength, castor oil, poke, and DMSO could be a good option for you. Okay, Tracy, rickets, osteoporosis, same, kidney stones. I think the stone breaker formula is for kidney stones, or is it for gallstones? Kidney stones, yep. Chanka Piedra. So let's go right to it. Osteoporosis, bones, and bone marrow. And for perfect blood, from Umashari, GB 1920, 2122. GB 17, cardiac respiratory vasculatory center. Also the Crystal Palace to T1 for the bone marrow. Kidney stone, kidney, liver, spleen, health. Migraines, we have a very specific point for migraines. If you can get somebody with really strong hands. GB gallbladder 20. Kidney stones for sure. Castor oil pack on the kidneys. That'll help that a lot. That's what people do for the liver, for liver cleanses, kidney, for kidney stones, and castor oil with a pack or covering, and then heat up on top of that. T1 to T8 immune boost. And let me do a quick check. Video is frozen. Oh, like last week. All right, so sorry. So you cannot see me. I am frozen. Let's see. Let's go to StreamYard. Looks like I am not frozen. All right, just taking notes here to make sure that we are being proactive about what we need for you guys. And let's go back. So am I still frozen? 607. I thought that would be okay for now. And Joanna, did you get the information? I sent you a summary outline and some questions in detail about 3 days ago, I think. Let me know if you got that or not. All right, so we've got some very specific information I'll give for everyone. Let's continue. Yeah, there we are. And we want to finish, Tracy, continue on with kidney stones, kidney, liver, spleen. That would be L2, T7, right side, and L2. And we worked on migraines, kidney stones, T7 blood flow, L2 nerve flow. So am I still frozen? I hope not. I wonder what's going on. Take your time, Joanna. No rush. I just want to make sure. My email is weird. Sometimes I send things, it looks like it's sent and it's not. Especially if it's important, I might send it again. And sometimes it says it's not sent, and it's sent even on texting. So take your time on that. No rush. I'm just glad that you get it. And we'll continue the conversation to build what we need to do. Okay, so we worked with Tracy. Next, we'll work with Edna and continue to work with T1 for the bones for osteoporosis and rickets, TV39 for the bones as well. Soft palate muscle. So think of blood flow, nerve flow, C3, 4, and 5. Dry mouth, C3, 4, and 5. Growth hormone, GV20. GV20. So brachial plexus for the arms and hands. Lumbosacral plexus for the legs, ankles, and feet. And foot drop as well. Left foot drop, let's work on the ouch point directly. C3, 4, and 5 for speech, palate, mouth. GV17 for the balance and vertigo. MS for your arm, T1 to T8, anti-inflammation. Any improvement for the husband's thyroid nodules? That would definitely be a thyroid castor pack. Remove all fluoride and white flours and add in iodine or iodine foods like sea vegetables. You'll be able to reverse that. And the hole in your daughter's heart, GV20 for growth hormone, T5 for the heart. GV17. So let me know in the chat if you're interested in the community. It's free. Just go in and hang out and check it out. Right now, there's a free trial just to give people exposure and to think of things that they might need or want for our overall global community. And then also the Masterclass coming up on the 21st. C6, C7, thyroid, parathyroid for the husband, GV20 for the pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid. And grounding to liver 3. And for quirky person, love tapping for osteoarthritis. Happy to do that. Cervical spine, thoracic, and lumbar for intelligent users. So we get quirky person and intelligent user. Okay, so osteoarthritis, that is an itis, inflammation T1 to T8. And extra focus on T1 for the bones. Shout out to Christine and Liam, as well as Augustina. We will work on them. Anti-inflammation for everyone, T11, T12, L4, L5. Also a way to boost the immune system. Okay. Osteoarthritis, GB39 for bones. Special point for the bones for Quickie Person. And grounding, liver 3 and kidney 1. Earthing is great for the bones. Earthing is great for inflammation. So I've been very fortunate to have a mentorship by group. So Tracy, what would you like to check out? Which one? If you're on this page, I can actually put it in now for people. This is for the community, and just sign up and it's free. And for the workshop, and we just had a Tui Na in-person hands-on workshop. So am I still frozen? Still frozen. That's and we will work on everyone. Let's continue. Hashimoto's tune-up. Where is we next? Okay, yep. Intelligent user and helpful stranger. Let's do it. 3-part process that we teach. Blood flow to the brain. Initialize the endocrine system. The nervous system. And cervical spine, C1 to C7. So right arm and pit pain. So that can be lymph stagnation. So definitely exercise like the rebounder, moving those arms, and castor oil for sure. And Leonard, audio is working fine. Frozen once again, bummer. And Leonard, I did reach out today. I got your message. I'm going to follow up with the supplies, especially the dolls, see if they got real good ones, better ones, and I will follow up on that some more. And I'm just taking notes here. We're having some technical issues, so I am frozen again. I wonder why. I wish I... All right, we will... I got some technical people that know much more about this stuff than I do. So it looks like we are only on YouTube, it seems, on social media. Is that where you are, Leonard? Okay. So let's continue on with intelligent user, cervical spine C1 to C7, thoracic and lumbar T1 to T12, lumbar 1 to 5, right armpits, axillary lymph, hips, hip to hip, L4, L5 area, iliac crest, motor cortex, okay, and median nerve. Can you remind me where that is? Motor cortex, we have sensory cortex, motor cortex in the brain. Trapezius, so the best thing to do for the trapezius is the shoulder release point or the trapezius release point. Gallbladder 21. Okay. Lumbosacral plexus and emotions, GB13 right side. We can do the entire trapezius as well. And like I say, GB13 right side, C1, C2, GB13 right side. And emotional balancing, connection to your true self, the in tongue or the third eye. And happy to give you support, intelligent user. Decrease in mucus. That would be Mullen tea would be a really good option for you. Vertebral artery, spinal artery. So healthy heart, T5. Healthy prostate for Paul. So if you think of the inner terrain, you have the sun, the hypothalamus, the gut, and to a network of different axes. Hashimoto's clarity. Okay, yep, we're going to get there. To see if the AMS. I'm not frozen. Oh, no. Oops, frozen off and on. Okay. And let me check This has been 2 weeks in a row we've been having these issues. All right, let's get this going. I see the word tonsils. I don't know what tonsils are. I've never had them since I was 5. All right. So let's be serious, helpful, stranger, healthy, hard for Isaac, and decrease in mucus. So mullein tea would be a good one. Steam tents, steaming and neti pots to cleanse those areas and congestion. So blood flow to the brain. Healthy heart, T5 and CV17. Decrease in mucus, T1 to T8, T2, T3. Decrease in mucus and congestion, T1 to T8. C3, 4, and 5 for the tonsil cancer. Definitely I would go local with spray, oregano oil spray, or colloidal silver spray, or for all cancers, Hesiac tea, 2 feathers, black salve, ivermectin, fenbendazole in the correct dosing areas. So who here has heard of ivermectin for cancer? C3, 4, and 5. I had my tonsils removed out. I was rewarded with ice cream. But now I realize they took away part of my immune system. So let's work directly on the ouch point area for the tonsils for Francis as well. Healthy prostate for Paul. There are certain herbs, pygium. So if you think of prostate health, minerals, pygium, zinc, saw palmetto, paudaco, herbs. Number 2, prostate-specific microbiome herbs. T1, T8, L3. Let's do a quantum biology healthy prostate boost. Hypothalamus, suprachiasmatic nucleus. T11, T12, the microbiome. L3 for the prostate. Blessings and gratitude to you as well. And let's see if still frozen. Audio is fine, still frozen. Video. So we have to figure this out. And I reboot my browser about every week because they update so often. And I don't think that's an issue. But let me try one thing. Let me know if this improves. I have some labor-intensive applications running, also known as Microsoft products. Yep, there it is. It's saved, and I will close it. So let me know if that helps things as well. Just freed up some resources for the video. And next we have Thrilled Individual for Hashimoto's tune-up. Dry eyes and clarity. Blood flow to the brain. Oops, you are frozen. You're not frozen. Okay. And Hashimoto's tune-up for Thrilled Individual and PSA for Fancy Legend. But let's work on the Hashimoto's. C6, C7. So sea vegetables would do a target and then maintenance dose of iodine, which would be a supplement, then food long term. And the blockages, C6, C7. And Fancy Legend, your PSA looks pretty good. Also, a PSE test is more accurate. C6, C7, so hypothalamus, pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid. C3 for the eyes, lacrimal glands for the eyes, ouch point for the eyes, facial artery for blood flow to the eyes as well. And grounding. And Fancy Legend. So what's the problem? Your PSA is 2.34, last week 2.7, and it's lower. Nick D. So that's a pretty low PSA. That's almost immaterial. And remember, it is significant. It's important for you. The trend is critically important, which is what you're showing. October 25, 156. December 2.34. And what has changed in that time? Anything significant change? Any procedures or processes, or just Tongren, or just herbs, or different things like that? Nick D, if you could give me some insight. Blood flow to the brain. Hypothalamus, pituitary, C6, C7. Let's work on all the endocrine stuff. T1 to T8 for the prostate, but especially L3. So I'm very happy for you Fancy Legend, you've had such great improvements from December to February. Gone down to below 3, which is great. Always track your inflammation markers. And let's see if we have any responses about that. So, Collected Settler, if you put in your email address here, I will get you on the list for the masterclass. If you could drop your email here, otherwise just contact me. Or sign up. Yep, email me any questions you like. Text too. That one I seem to watch more. Okay, so L3, prostate. And Joyful Creation, Joanna. Let's work on HPV, atypical cells on cervix. Blood flow to the brain. Command point to the brain, command point to the brain stem. And for you and for everyone, an oxygen protocol. More oxygen, less acidity, less inflammation. It works that way. So CV4 for the cervix area, L1, 2, and 3, S1 to S5, L1 to 5, S1 to 5. And lower GI distress, also for Fancy Legend. I would definitely recommend medical grade aloe vera and CV4. So if you can give me more information about distress, is that constipation, diarrhea, bloating? And feel free, we're all friends here, we can take that information. Inflammation markers for sure for your prostate. Cedrate, melandialdehyde, for you, PSE test, homocysteine, B12. Those tests are critically important for you. He has an appointment this month. Okay. Dental surgery. There are even gummies for dental microbiomes. So I would look that up. Curious user. Lower right, number 2930. Let's do it. So the community is, yeah, I have the link in below. Yep. Tracy in Connecticut. Let me just copy this because it will go away when we leave. Make some notes here. Okay. All right, we'll get to that about the vitamin C, but let's continue with the teeth. Lower right quadrant, I'm presuming. Number 29 and 30. So see 3, 4, and 5 for the teeth. T1 to T8 for the teeth, inflammation, and for COVID-19. So for COVID-19, definitely want spike protein. So is that long-term COVID or just a new instance of COVID? And let's see, yep, COVID. It's called Foreign Protein Cleanse. The company is Global Healing. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1, and some more on the ouch point of the teeth themselves. Curious user, make sure we. And gentle earthling, the links are in the chat, but I will also email it. Here it is, just below you. Tongren Live is called. And there's the link for the masterclass. Email failed. Yeah, check. I put in my email at the bottom. I'll put it in again to make sure. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see if any social media people have made it. Nope. Yep, I gotta get definitely up my game for this stuff. Gentle Earthling, thank you for your email. The question is, can you continue to take spike formula or the foreign protein cleanse? I presume you're talking about if you are vaccinated. Yes, you should. And you should take proteolytic enzymes in between meals. That will also help to remove any of the spike proteins and inflammation. How long has the COVID been? And the question, I saw there was a recommendation on a website to take 200 to 400 milligrams of vitamin C over 12 weeks. Let me see, 200 to 400 milligrams of 13 cups per day over 12 days. Cruciferous vegetables. What is your goal with that, Joyful Creation? What is it you want to do? It sounds like a lot of cruciferous vegetables, but like things like broccoli sprouts are one of the best. And varus pain and urine sensation in the stomach area. Castor oil packs on the belly, about 2 inches below the belly button. Cooling. You want cooling things for your gut. That would be aloe vera juice. Castor oil itself. Let's work right on there directly. T9. Stomach. CV4 for the stomach. Is it bloating or pain and burning? Okay. Wow. Lumbosacral plexus, the nerves for the stomach area. And for your mom, her spine, blood flow, nerve flow to the entire spine. And craniosacral fluid for the spine, also crystal palace, TV17, T1. Eyesight, C3 and 4, ouch point for the eyes. I hope her eyesight is getting better. There's a good eye drops. It is Eagle Eyes from the company I work with, Bella Blur Naturals. It has castor oil and DMSO for the eyes. It's also good for cataracts. CV17 for the heart, T5 for the heart. Eyes, ouch point for the eyes, for your mom. Facial artery for the eyes. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So let me know what you mean. A little bit more joyful creation, 2 to 400 milligrams of 13 cups per day. Oh, 200 to 400 milligrams of vitamin C, or 13 cups per day for 12 weeks, cruciferous vegetables. Those are all extremely anti-cancer. Enzymes, proteolytic enzymes. So what enzyme? Proteolytic? There you go. So 13C of cruciferous vegetables, 13 cups. So the 200 to 400 milligrams of 13C. 13C might be a homeopathic designation. Is that what you mean? Per day over 12 weeks. Okay. 200 to 14 milligrams of 13C. It sounds like a homeopathic remedy or a salts. Cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables are anti-cancer. And Sunny Gem. Okay, working. Okay. Blood flow to the brain. Sunny Gem, mold, smoke, and chemicals. Consider a guided water fast to increase autophagy activity. T1 to T8, mold, smoke, and chemical infection, inflammation. SIBO, T11, T12, L4, L5. Sinus and lung infections, T3, 4, 5, T1 to T8, and T9 for liver. T3 for the lungs. Definitely need to detox, Sunny Gem, and I think you're doing a lot of that. Lung 1, lung 2. CV17 also for detox. And for everyone, 3 dantians. And how's everyone doing? Let me have feedback if you're doing okay. We have no one on the social media. People leave if it's not working. I get that. And I think we're all set. Let's do some Qigong for everyone. And tell me if those links work for you, Tracy. Okay, thank you for joining, everyone. Let's see if we have any final questions. Okay, let's do a clearing. Thank you for your time. If you could type in the chat if the AV is still not working, it would be great to know. Thank you very much, Gentle Earthling. It's good to see you. But I think the AV failed for today, unfortunately. And I'll wait a few more minutes if people can chime in. Thank you for your thank you. Thanks you very much. Yes. Okay. Cannot edit, it seems. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. I think we're all set. We are on the hour of the time. Blessings to all of you. I really hope for recovery for everyone. If you have any questions or anything I can do to support you and to help to reduce your suffering, let me know. Keep me informed, and we will support each other as a community. Thanks very much, and have a great day. The audio was good. The video was frozen. Okay, thank you. All right, I got to fix that. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Take it easy, Leonard. See you.